Okay, so this is Ghost Recon, and I've been playing this game for a few days, but it's the first time I've ever played a what's he called, Clancy game. So I've had to kind of get used to the controls and just the workings of this game. It's all kind of new to me. So if anybody is very good at this game, then you probably shouldn't watch this, because it might be frustrating to watch a beginner. Tom Clancy, that's his name, Tom Clancy. I've never played any other Tom Clancy games. I haven't played Splinter Cell or anything like that. So we're off to find this location. I have it marked on the map, and we have to destroy this some communications installation. I was going to try and drive to the location, but you can see it's on the far side of the river, so this should save time. Apologies for the microphone. It's not really working very well. It's a cheap microphone, and the quality of the audio on it is pretty bad. So I've got the directions marked up on the map. You can see on the little mini map here, I have to follow the blue line, so I need to stop a car. What? Why did you? That guy nearly ran over me. So the way you stop a car, I think you kind of have to. You're not supposed to obviously shoot some of the civilians. You're just supposed to try and get them to stop, and there he is. So me and my little squad are gonna take this car. There's a word for that. I can't think of what it is. If the army takes something like that. Anyway.
Damn, haven't seen anything like this since I was in the sandbox.
It's a lovely open world on this Wildlands Ghost Recon game. It really is. Lots of detail, lots of nice use of light, and you have a day and night cycle.
Can't keep going on like this. Something's gotta give.
It's really a lovely place. This is supposed to be Bolivia. So I can see on the map that there's lots of little groups of the bad guys, the drug dealers and stuff. But I don't want to start any little side fights here. I want to get straight to the location I'm going to, because it's so easy to get distracted in this game. You can start on something else, and before you know it, you've almost forgotten what you were setting off to in the first place. So, oops, that's not good. I've just triggered some of the bad guys. Let's go past them. Okay, that's fine. So you can see up ahead where this big mast is. That's there. This is with the satellite dish. This is the place I've got to kind of take out. So I got some nice bullet holes on the back of my car. I hope the previous owner has insurance. So I'm going to whoops, I've just triggered some more bad guys. You can see the orange flashing cars on the map. so I'm going to try and lose them first. I don't want to start a gunfight with half a dozen people before I even get to the installment. That's not the right word. Okay, here we are. So the first thing I've learned from playing this for a while is that you need to try and take out alarms and
Drone is up.
use your drone to find out where the guards on the perimeter are and things like that.
Watch out, places rigged.
So I've got the electricity supply, which I'm going to try and turn off. I've got an alarm to I've got a guy there with a machine gun.
Wow, look, this guy above Manosque.
Manosque?
Yeah. You know when you see the rain?
Yeah, that's the same time.
No, but that's very bizarre the way
Enemy
it's
marked.
doing,
They got
you
an
know?
air defense system.
It's lovely, huh?
I
Yeah.
got one narco
Tell me where.
at the entrance to the camp.
You're distracting me as I'm about to go into battle. Look.
Yeah. It's got a very interesting shape. Look at that.
Yeah. It's a bit like the picture I took. Really nice.
No, this, our clouds were more flat. Yeah, it's got
Bubbles. A lot of traffic on this road. And where am I? I'm in a really nice location over here with my squad of 3. So yeah, like I said, the first thing we'd like to do is take out the alarm system, because if you don't, you start getting reinforcements coming in, and you'll never clear the place if you have reinforcements coming. So I'm just gonna have another look with the binoculars. There we go. So I need to try and shoot that box.
I got a target carrying some machine guns.
So I guess for anybody that's been playing this game, and I'm playing this type of game for years, you probably have finished this mission at this point. This region it's got 4 stars.
one meter and Mickey.
So it's not the easiest. Take that guy out. I'm taking that guy out with the knowledge that he's kind of on his own in front. If you hear all the noise in the background, I am running a restaurant at the same time as I'm doing this. There's nobody here though, I just got one table, so yeah, so problem with me is I'm always tempted to try and take people out, and what I do is I shoot, I miss, and then I alert the whole camp to the fact that they're under siege. And you really need to play this game. You need to play this game stealthy. That's really the way it's designed. I think you need to sneak in and do things. And I think this is a better angle to try and get rid of the shoot the alarm. Okay, that's gone. There's another one, but that's one of them off. And I'm also going to send my little squad of soldiers over behind this wall here.
We'll go.
you can maneuver your soldiers a little bit. It's kind of tricky to do that though. It's very hard to get the there's a location circle, but I often send them the wrong places. So here we go, the other one is here.
Bad guys are marked, waiting on you,
No,
boss.
that's not what I wanted to do. I want to take out my gun. Right.
Reinforcements won't be flying in anytime soon. We got the alarms.
Good. So like I said, this is a 4-star region. I don't really have any idea how, I mean, I can use the drone. I would imagine there's quite a lot of people holed up somewhere in this complex. Probably in a building or something. What I find with this game is that I got some kid in the restaurant who's making a lot of noise. It's distracting. Yeah, I find if I'm very stealthy and I'm taking my time and I spend about a half an hour trying to get everything sorted out, and then I make a mistake and I get killed in action.
Dropped. I got a narco over here. There, inside the
I
fire.
get frustrated and don't really want to go back straight away. That's one of the things about this game, is a bit difficult. It's okay if you just run into a place and trigger all the bad guys and then you get shot quite quickly because you probably deserve to. But if you take your time and put a lot of effort into doing a mission like this one, it's very annoying when it goes wrong because you basically have to go back to the beginning again. You don't respawn in the area where you left off or anything. You have to start again. So there's a guy over here. What I'm thinking of doing is I'd like to try and get around to the back of this complex. And if I could, oops, that was a mistake. I did not mean to shoot my gun. If I could send my guys in the front and I could sneak around the back, that might make things a bit easier for me. So I'm going to leave them behind the wall for now, and I'm going to just go around
Yo,
this
cartel
way.
gunman. At the entrance to the camp.
I love all the detail in this, all the graffiti on the walls. So there's certainly no way in here, not with all the wire and everything. But sometimes you find some space that has got some crates or something up against the wall, and there's a place, like most games, there's a place you can get into the inside. Oh boy. Well, that was, like I said, I'm a beginner. That was a really stupid thing to do. There was a guy standing there, so that just triggered. Yeah, I've engaged the entire complex by being stupid. I should have just
Oh shit,
could have sneaked underneath there. Anyway, now what I need to do is I need to really get my guys to engage from the front here. The good thing about this is I don't think everybody is going to start running out immediately to try and find me.
I need to get to a better position.
Yeah. So there's my guys.
Let me find a good position. Target acquired.
They're still located at the wall.
Frag
and I'm
out.
going to... Oh god. I did not mean to throw a grenade.
Ready?
Like I said,
Fire.
I'm not really 100% with the controls yet. That's what I wanted to do, was give them the order to fire, so now they should engage with the bad guys and I can carry on sneaking around here. I did not see him.
We got a
I
fucking
don't know
man
where he
down.
came from. There's no way there to get in.
Their lieutenant's running away.
Man down, yo, man down.
I can tell from the map I'm being hunted. So I'm just checking to make sure there's not any soldiers on the outside of the complex waiting for me. This is probably one of the most boring ways to play this. Oh, here we go. This is
We got a
This
man
is what I
down.
was talking about. This is like one of the ways into the back of the place.
Man down. Just hold on to your shit. Man down.
In the meantime, I can tell by looking at the blue symbols that my guys
We got a fucking man
can
down.
hear them. They're all injured at this point. So they obviously just ran through the main door and they all got shot. So if I can, I've got to try and revive one of them. And then hopefully he can revive some of the others. I also see some doors here that need to be blown up, so I'm guessing that's where all the bad guys are holed up. And there's a guy outside. And he hasn't climbed over the part I did. So the intel I'm looking for, it's the little orange box at the top of the screen. It'd be nice to get that, because that unlocks more missions in this area. And I'd also like to turn off the electricity. You can see the symbol there, it's the little lightning bolt. I have a feeling there's a hell of a lot of bad guys here somewhere. I don't know where they are. So, where's this electrical supply? Ah, here's all my soldiers. It's a trap. See, the enemy wants me to go over and then it's going to start shooting at me. Ah, there we go. Somebody's just spotted me. I'm going to run over behind the truck. And I can revive this guy. And by healing him, hopefully he will get to the others.
Took you long enough.
In the meantime, I'd really like to find the intel here, so that I can unlock the other missions, and then at least I'll have done something, even if I get shot. Now here comes another guy. Bad guy.
Contact by the camp entrance.
Yeah, I can't get him behind the car. Yeah, just to get to the intel, so that even if I get killed in action here, I'll have activated something. And also, of course, I'd like to release these prisoners. These are the rebels, and if you can get them out of the cage they're in, they can actually help you. go. Get some guns, guys.
Man down.
So I guess the intel I'm looking for is in this building. Here it is.
Son of a bitch.
Gotta do my James Bond stuff with the camera.
According to this, journalist named
And
Barron has been
that-
investigating the disappearances in San Mateo.
Yep. I get
She's
a
caused
new
enough
mission
trouble
called
that
The
Carter's gonna
Journalist.
make her disappear next. Got her 20. Let's get to her before the Sicarios do.
Oops. Where did he come from? I still haven't managed to knock out the power. I don't think there's anything I can do about this. It's a missile launcher. If you were trying to get away in a helicopter or whatever, that might cause you some trouble, but I don't think I can switch that off or anything. So I think I've got to go for the guys that are all in the building. Yeah. And I've also got a gun to be picked up here. Which is
Check it out, weapons case.
in this shed over here, I think. What's that? That's not it. Could use the ammo though. Where is it? There it is.
I've been wanting one of these.
It's a sniper rifle barrel. I keep collecting these things, but I don't know what to do with them. I don't even know how to activate them. This is some more side missions and things.
Got data on a Santa Blanca antenna right for depowering.
Whatever that is. Alright, so this is the door I need to blow up. But first, now that I see the symbol here, I'd like to really turn off the electricity. So where the hell is it? It's here. Why couldn't I find that? So, just to say again, I am kind of new at this game, so I know this is probably, if anybody that's good at this game is watching, this is probably a bit tedious. But I'm trying to pick up all the bits and pieces I can, and I'm trying to kind of get used to the whole game dynamics as well. So we've got lots of stuff in here, lots of green symbols, and I don't know what they mean. So I don't really know what I'm supposed to do in here. I'm going to send the drone up in case I've got lots of guys on the roof, although that's my binoculars. The drone. If there were guys on the roof, I'd imagine they'd have shot me by now. So there's nobody here, but there's something there that maybe that's what I'm to collect, whatever that is. And really, everybody's got to be inside because I don't see a sinner on the outside. Right, let's go. So I do have grenades. Hang on, I'm going to try and throw a grenade here. And just blow the door up. Did that work? It seemed to. And then I don't see anybody running out, so if I go in, oh dear.
Cover, get the cover.
Ah dear, I just, one of my soldiers is going to revive me. And there's a clock ticking. I'm supposed to do something. I'm supposed to hack the network relay. I have no idea how to do that. And there seems to be so much fighting going on that it doesn't look like my guys can get to me. Santa Blanca is attacking the rebels, and now someone's shooting at my injured. Give up and redeploy. I think I'm gonna have to do that. It doesn't look like anyone's gonna get to me, you know. So killed in action. I didn't get to finish that mission. I had a feeling there was going to be trouble inside that building. That's why I was so slow at trying to get into it. Anyway, I shall have to retry. But I'm kind of happy I managed to get a lot of the intel, and I was able to kind of knock out a few things, and it's 50% done.
Jules